Hey friends, and welcome to our midweek update for this, the 28th of May, 2025. Memorial Day is behind us. Here comes summer. Let's jump right in. I do want to mention Memorial Day, our Memorial Day offering one more time. We take Memorial Day weekend and the 2 Sundays either side of Memorial Day. We have these blue envelopes out. Little secret, they're out all year long. But if you want to make an offering in honor or in memory of somebody, this is just a very beautiful, tangible way of thanking God for somebody's life. This goes to fund our First Baptist Foundation, which then in turn funds the ministries of this church. And so make a gift in honor or in memory of somebody, and we'll be publicizing those names here pretty soon. So as we jump into June, 3 dates I want you to know, real easy to remember: June 4, June 8th, June 12th. 4-8-12, easy to remember. June 4th is our first Senior Adult Bible Study Lunch. Kathy Bankston will be leading our summer study first Wednesday of every month on David. And that first week on June 4th, senior adults, please take time to sign up for that. First week, there's a little surprise at the end of summer that I'll announce on that first day, okay? June 8th, new community group, and I'll be leading it just on the first Sunday, 9:45 Sunday morning. If you're not in a community group, come join me for that first Sunday. At least give it a look. We all want relationships. It's what we most need outside a relationship with God, is a relationship with other people. But sometimes it's the hardest to do. Just get up the nerve, walk in the room on that first Sunday, meet with me, and we'll see about forming a new community together called The Gathering. And then June 12th, it'll be our men's lunch to launch our summer studies, our men's small groups for the summer. I'm encouraging you between now and June 12th, get a group of guys, either in your workplace, neighborhood, in your community group. Choose a time of the week to meet, and on that particular day, Thursday the 12th, I'll talk about some different study options for the summer, and then you're off and running. Okay, so that's June in a nutshell, although there's more to pay attention to. Look at the announcement sheet on Sunday. There's a QR code with our announcement sheet that gives you this full spread of opportunities that are around the corner on the church calendar, okay? One chapter of the Bible to read this week, 1 Peter chapter 4. And just to remind you of the big picture, it's believed that 1 Peter is actually a sermon. And it was a sermon that was maybe delivered during a baptismal ceremony. So you get into 1 Peter chapter 1 all the way to verse 21. After verse 21, ideally that's where the baptism would take place. And then the balance of the letter is a sermon being addressed to the entire congregation, the Christian community. And so when we get to chapter 4, this is actually one of my favorite verses in all the Bible, because if I were just to show up at a random church on Sunday morning and somebody said, hey, the pastor's out, and they would tap me on the shoulder and say, Darren, would you get up and say something? 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 10 is what I would teach on, because it's one verse, but it says so much in very few words. Here's what it says: each one should use whatever gifts they have received to serve others, faithfully administering God's grace in its various forms. That one verse just makes one good point after another. Everyone, you have been given a gift from God, a spiritual gift to use. Don't ever say, well, God never gave me any gifts. That's not humility. That's a lie. Each one should use whatever gifts they have been given. Any gift I have been given. So I shouldn't be prideful about that. I should see that as an opportunity to steward that gift well. And how do I do that? Each one should use whatever gift they've been given to serve others, not to serve ourselves, but to serve the people around us. So whether it's encouragement or generosity or administration, if I'm using my God-given gift well, I should be benefiting the lives of people around me, faithfully administering God's grace in its various forms. Don't despise a day of small things. Mother Teresa said, I can do no great things. I can just do small things with great love. Well, that's what we do. We do little things every day to benefit the lives of others and to spread God's grace among the people we live with and serve with, worship with, and do life with, okay? I would encourage you, if you don't know your gifts, go onto our website, look for our spiritual gifts inventory, our spiritual gifts survey, understand what your gifts are, and listen to that verse one more time. Each one should use whatever gift they have been given to serve others, faithfully administering God's grace in its various forms. So much more to chapter 4, but if you hang on to that one verse, you're doing pretty good. Love you, love serving as your pastor, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.